8 hours ago.
Hello everyone. Welcome,
Maine,
episode
right?
92. This is episode 92, The Main,
93?
featuring 93, featuring 92. I don't know, featuring HarkTheUmpire.
Hey, it's me.
Hello.
Yay! Welcome to the show, Hark. We love you.
For those that don't know, Hark, streamer and editor, YouTuber guy, but mostly how we know him is a majestic D&D DM. That's how he's. That's one of the ways we know him, and definitely put us through the ringer a couple times here.
DM stands for Dungeon Master, not direct message.
Yeah.
For all those Zoomers out there.
Sorry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like to introduce you to our Dungeon Master on our D&D show that we have coming out very shortly. Probably pretty soon after this episode.
There should be maybe some content out now.
There'll be content out now for the members that have watched it previously. We worked on a D&D campaign, started it out quite a long time ago, and then a lot of things came up. We kind of delayed a lot of things, and now the first episode after what the members got has been recorded, edited up mostly, and will be out, if not today, when you watch this, very soon after. The 2 episodes that the members got to watch early will also be out by the time this is out. So check the description below for the channel link. It'll be on YouTube and other places as well. That's it.
Yeah, we're uploading
and
on
Hark
MySpace.
is the best part of the show.
Don't forget.
Yeah, MindSpace. Make sure to check out our MySpace for more D&D content.
In the metaverse.
Since we're talking about the D&D thing, Hark, I've been wanting to ask this question a while. I've known Hark for quite some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known a lot of different iterations of Hark.
Okay, yeah. It's true.
But what is your entire background history on Dungeons and Dragons? There's a lot of noise outside.
I mean, it's been something sort of always I've been interested in. Absolutely. It's fun to RP and kind of, it's like the video game with no limits. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want, essentially. But me and my brother played it a little bit. He was like the first person to really get me into it, I guess.
What
it
age?
Was really, probably some point in high school, I guess. So a while.
Okay.
At least 10 years ago.
That's usually a good point for people to start playing, I think, as a high school.
Yeah, and it's not even that I was playing since then, because it's so hard to get a group together, but there had been groups on and off in person, and then I had been a big absorber of online D&D content as well, which I have ceased dipping into recently to avoid unauthentic inspiration. I kind of think to myself, you know what I mean? I try not to digest certain forms of content now that I'm trying to formulate my own ideas. So there's no
That's
overlap.
dedication. He's denying himself pleasure for his work.
It's true. Actually, I just don't have time anymore to do it either. I can't I used to when I worked, I would drive back and forth to work. So I'd have 45 minutes each drive listening to podcasts, listening to that kind of stuff. But hey, I don't leave my house anymore, which is, the gold.
Yeah, that's
the dream. You know what I mean? So, hey.
Yeah.
I forget what you're talking about.
I don't listen to a whole lot of podcasts either because, I don't commute anymore. So
yeah, it's a big change. But I mean, happiness goes up a lot as well. Commuting is such a drain on your sanity.
God.
Yeah. When we went to Zeechum's wedding, we just put on a couple podcasts because I haven't listened to podcasts that often because it's just there's no time. But when you're driving 3 hours, there's some good podcasts that I missed that was really good. I think it was Conan O'Brien and Jack White was one of them. That was really good.
They have a podcast together, or they?
No. It's Conan O'Brien, but Jack White came on, I believe.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You
good.
went to Zeechum's, you said?
Well, for the wedding. For the wedding.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Drive all the way there. But so Hark and I have been working behind the scenes, even when we were taking a break from actually recording. The long break we had there. Hark has been a mastermind. Just sort of making the whole thing because I'm playing in it as well. So I can't know everything to try to keep it authentic. So Hark's the brains behind it. We've been working together to get some stuff done, and I help him when I can.
Your trust level has been big.
The one thing that I have been allowed to do is build sort of a 3D environment, which is going to tie into all our D&D stuff, or some of our D&D stuff, which we're hoping will be kind of put us over the top. Really give you guys some visuals.
What's that
with
behind
it.
you, Mr. Kings?
So this is one of the things. I already broke it, bringing it down here, part of it. Damn. So I'm very sorry.
It just makes it look more authentic, man. Honestly, you should just take a hammer and just like bash it a few times, and then fix the holes you make, and then it'll look.
That is gorgeous.
There is stuff. There's like all the little details. The details are upstairs. I just didn't bring them down, but there's lots of details. There's something that goes here. I don't know if they're supposed to be quiet, or not a secret. But I'm not going to talk about it.
It's not a big deal. I mean, we're all in the same sort of like we're not metagaming.
It's amazing. Yeah, we're so bringing a high-quality production here, gamers, and I can't wait to goblin my way through that mountain. Let's just say,
when I'm done working a 10-hour day, I then spend an hour on this puppy upstairs. So that's essentially what I'm doing.
The man never quits.
Hell yeah, dude.
I heard that they also used that set in one of the House of Dragons episodes.
They did actually.
The beach,
They did. Mm-hmm. There was that situation where they like left the water bottle on the ground and it was in the background, no one caught it, and it's just that same thing. That's how it got in there. Really good stuff.
Hark, while I'm thinking of it, Hark and I actually we haven't spent a whole lot of time together previously before like we started doing D&D and like working together on some other things. But I am not as much of an asshole as my character in that game. I'm so sorry.
I know, it's okay.
It's just a character.
I know it is. It's fine, man.
My character is a total dick. I'm sorry, everybody.
We're not going to give anything else away, but you'll see episode 1 when it comes out.
You know this has been on Aqua's mind to say this for like weeks. He's all like,
I know.
No, I just thought of it.
I'm terrible.
Guys, look at this.
Whoa. What the hell is that thing? Is that a hamster wheel? A hamster tunnel?
No, it's just a wacky tube.
Oh,
is that what it's called?
It's a classic wacky tube. Where did you get that, Aqua?
Why do you have a wacky tube?
I might have ordered a 4-pack on Amazon.
Why?
What made you think to look it up? That's what I was afraid of. If you had just been like, I was like passing by a party store and I saw a wacky tube, I got it.
Yeah.
The world works in mysterious ways. Why do I have a slinky on my desk? I need toys around and tchotchkes. I like to fidget.
Dude,
fidget spinners actually were great for me. They weren't cool enough though. They didn't do it like I'd rather have this thing. You know what I mean?
A fun noise. Definitely. I like the noise it made.
Fidget spinners suck. They just spin. Who cares about that? You know.
I've always wanted to buy like one of those. What are they, like the didgeridoos? They make the really loud instruments, and that's kind of like a fidget.
I had a friend who had that. They're really hard to play, actually.
Aren't they super long too? So like, how are you gonna? You're just gonna have that in the corner?
I got space.
Oh, okay.
I got long stuff in this room.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
There you go. He's got it.
Oh my God,
he's got the thing that I bought him. Yeah, the Gandalf staff.
Gondor calls for aid.
We see this about every 3 episodes.
Well, I'm glad that I bought it for him. Maybe I should write it off.
Clearly, it's one of his most prized possessions, Kings.
I love that thing. It was such a nice gift, Kings. I really love it. I treasure it. I'm a wizard now. Wood?
I love wizards.
No, it's not.
No, it's like a mold thing, but it's a nice little replica, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, you could have lied to me and kept the magic real.
Oh,
but that's
sorry.
fine.
It's wood. No problem. It's actually the one that Gandalf used, made from real wood.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually,
I'm immersed.
It actually has magical properties too. I can cast spells with it.
It's been keeping
me
out
with a pipe, but I didn't realize that the pipe you can't actually use. But it came with a pipe that goes into the staff. You know, like Gandalf
sheath it.
Like Gandalf was
smoking hobbit weed.
Yeah. Allegedly.
A pipe.
Yeah, like a smoking pipe. But I guess it's close.
Not like a lead
pipe. I'll show it to you right now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. You got it on deck.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where was that at? What's inside the bowl? Looks like a little torch in there. Yeah, looking a little
Well, sadly it doesn't work. I was hoping it would, but
it's not connected.
Yeah.
True. It's a sick pipe.
If it were connected and actually smokable, I would allegedly, absolutely develop a smoking habit.
So I have like some pipes that we bought as like a joke too, like you know, like the Well, no, it was a pipe not for smoking. It was literally like they're corncob pipes, and one of them was like that, where it's supposed to be like a Gandalf or a Sherlock. Sure, and I kind of did it as a prop, as a joke. And me and my wife took like some pictures and sent it to her mom, like as sort of like we did like joke photo shoot type of deal, because we don't really take pictures often. So I was like, if we're gonna do this, let's fucking go all out. So we took a bunch of joke pictures like that. So I'm sitting there like with a cardigan and like the big pipe smoking and stuff like that as jokes. And we sent it to her mom, and all of them are pretty obvious as jokes kind of thing. And her mom just goes, "Oh, I see. He took up the pipe or something." And I was like, "What?" That's what you get from
mom response. We sent just focus on the drugs.
We sent like nice stuff, like as in like a nice like gift and stuff like that. And what she focused on was like, these are obviously real pictures. And one of them was like us being old, like purposely looking like 80 doing that. The other one was like us being farmers out in the back, like with like the orange hat. And she's just like, he's taking up the pipe, I see. It's like,
who the fuck says taking up the pipe?
It was something like that.
Mom and dad
but I think it was just so funny.
Totally some mom and dad.
That's some shit my parents would do. 100%. They'd be like, I would tell them, did something cool or neat, and they'd be like, "Yeah, but you could have done better." Or
anyways,
like, yeah,
that was the joke. But no,
is he on drugs?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I am on drugs. Like, yeah, but
speaking of that,
drugs.
Weed is legal in my state, so who cares?
Same.
Pretty much everywhere.
I'm still wanting
Becky's
to.
not in like in more of a, not really, this legal or not legal states area.
No, anything I ever say about any drugs is all alleged. Definitely not real. Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
But Hark, I actually have a quiz for you, because you are supposed to be the DM. You're supposed to be the man in the know, and I mean that is your job here is being filled with knowledge. And Kings constantly talks you up. He's like, dude, Hark is just like this encyclopedia of Dungeons and Dragons. So what is the average number of kids that a gnomish family would have?
Oh wow.
My first instinct would just be like a dozen or so, probably.
They're small.
No. From Dungeons and Dragons fandom, they usually have small families, 3 or less children.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think what they're referring to is the size of the children.
3 or less. It's not saying 3 feet or less.
Listen, man, fuck that. I don't know shit about anything. I don't pretend to know shit about anything either. I've never once said that I know anything. I've never claimed that.
I just want you to throw Hark under the bus.
I know people like to. I know I maybe portray that I have it all together. I've actually had people in the past tell me, like, dude, you're so collected. Like, how do you have all your shit together? I would be like, you have all your shit together. I don't have my shit together, bro. Who's telling you this?
So
no one is telling you this.
The key, Hark, is just to have a bunch of stuff up on the other computer screens and just look it up when you need to. As long as you
see, I could have Googled it, right?
I was waiting to see his little fingers, see his arms move. I was going to call him on it.
Well, let me tell you, if you want to
a novel.
My talking up Hark is definitely super valid, because if you guys watch the episodes, you'll see how many curveballs that are thrown at him. I do not know how a DM navigates the amount of curveballs we do.
So satisfying to navigate them. It's
like
so
the first
it's like a
episode.
Mind puzzle. It's lovely. I love it.
We're in the starting area.
My favorite part.
For like an hour. Like this could have been like a 5-minute, like, hello, how's it going? Who are you? Let's see what's going on. And instead, we are in there for an hour, just threatening one person, picking up, stealing stuff from another person.
Dude, it was so good.
I'm not telling everything. I'm just saying.
I know.
It's so good.
None of us really know how to play except for Hark and Kings, kind of.
Yeah,
Decky sort of knows.
I think I got about the same as Aqua. I think we all have a little bit of experience. Z-Chum is just 100% new.
Z-Chum's 100% new. The rest of us has a little bit.
I built everything with that in mind. So,
yeah. Hark is a champ dealing with just
so much
our
fun.
Insane, completely ridiculous gameplay.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's fun. We're recording one tonight, actually. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it very much.
I'm very excited.
Despite the fact that I feel like I crawled out of a fucking garbage can today. I don't know how
What did you do last night? Yeah.
I drank too much.
How much?
And I'm hungover.
Like, did you were you home? Like a home or what?
I had a couple of martinis.
What are you referencing it to, though?
Here's the thing.
I didn't.
I didn't eat anything all day. I had 2 martinis, and it soaked straight into my blood, and I got so fucking drunk. Like it normally doesn't happen. I was like in Discord, like annoying people. Like it was really bad. like joined WoW, ran around Stormwind, and was being annoying in Kaylee's Discord. That's like all and then I just like passed out, and in the middle of the night I woke up feeling like SpongeBob in Sandy's tank. My wife was nice enough to get me a glass of water. That saved my life. Without that glass of water, I wouldn't have made it.
That night, essentially sounds like anytime I try to play WoW. I'll just run around Stormwind being annoying as fuck and just being like, hello. And then I'll like ask people weird questions. I play a Tauren and I say, you can't milk those. And I just keep saying that.
You got the class, the race right this time. You didn't say cow person. You said Tauren.
Tauren, yeah.
That's big. That's improvement.
Big. I mean, I haven't played. Huge. I unsubbed.
Congrats.
I subbed for a month and played, got to level 3, I think, or maybe 4. So I didn't even leave the starting area at all in 30 days' time, and then said, maybe I should unsub because I think I'm only going to play an hour every month. I don't know if it's worth it.
Dude, I mean, New World's free per month. It's coming back a little bit. Dude, fresh server. You're probably hearing it from your chat, right, Decky? Because you played it once.
Oh, New World's looking hot.
Dude, they're gonna.
Actually, does look kind of okay.
Fresh servers.
New World's looking hot. If they do fresh servers, it'll be hot for about 2 weeks to a month, and then
it's good stuff.
Probably dead.
You move on. Exactly.
They have some new weapons and stuff in there that look kind of fun and cool. But my issue was never that. It's the way the world kind of works and fits together. The controlling zones, and I don't know. It just wasn't quite my taste.
I think the controlling zones could have been good, and it just was like slightly lacking. Maybe if they fixed it a little bit, maybe it'd be a little bit better.
And the wars were broken. Yeah, that too.
Yeah, the wars
sucked. Yeah. I quit after playing a war. I was so excited for the PvP and excited to play a war because it looked fucking badass, and it just sucked.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
And then I quit after the war.
The open world PvP had a lot of fun though. The open world PvP was pretty solid.
That was fun. I enjoyed that along the way as well. Very good. But what would be good in that arena, like a ranked rated arena
3v3 or something ranked.
They have it. It looks good. They have it. Yeah,
okay.
They have it. It looks good.
Oh God,
Aqua's
already going to re-download right now.
I heard that it's really like they don't have the balance though of like the weapons and stuff right now. I'm hoping that with the expansion there will be like new weapons that balance it out, so that way it's not
just 2 new weapons.
Yeah,
it's a great sword and a blunderbuss.
Yeah,
it's like a shotgun, and it scales off strength with the gun instead of.
Oh, that's so much skills off strength.
That's cool.
Or they also had the bow scale off strength, which I thought was really cool. Wasn't that the game that had the bow scale off strength? Or was that no? That might have been Mortal.
It was Dex.
Yeah, that was Mortal Online, I think.
Mortal Online too.
No, we're not talking about that goddamn shit. It's a dead game.
Wait, is there a queue right now? I'm getting a queue.
I want a new MMO. Both of those. I tried them. I hoped for the best, but they just didn't quite hit right.
Decky has an MMO for you. Decky, you want to talk about your new MMO?
I actually did message Aqua about this, and he seemed disgusted with it. Which he should be, because it's fucking horrible. I think it's actually down right now, according to what my other friends were saying. But
they're waiting for you, man. They put it on pause. You're the only person playing.
Fractured Online. Which apparently was a Kickstarter game from like 2017 or something. It was supposed to come out in 2018, and they promised a bunch of shit. Then they got a new publisher, Gamigo, which is known for being pretty shitty. And well, it went into early access, and they didn't have a bank. And there's no vendors to sell your stuff to. So you'd go out, adventure, get your bags full of stuff, and then you'd be like, I can't put this anywhere. That's about the launch that I had, but the servers were working. I at first I was like, dude, this game's amazing, and then I was like, this game's garbage, fuck this game, and then I was playing on my off day yesterday, so it's kind of back to amazing. I've got everybody's like, Decky, is this game worth it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I hate it, but I'm playing it, and I can't.
Not sure yet. You're not sure yet. You're still in that in between area.
Yeah, it's got me really torn. It's like top-down MMO, like Albion or UO, and I'm not big on the top-down thing.
Yeah,
but it's decent.
I love the top-down. I was waiting for a game that was supposed to come out,
but you really bought it, Kings?
Yeah, I played it. I played it that day.
Kings
I
came to my
spawned
chat.
on the
He's
wrong
like, where
world.
should I spawn? And I was like, fuck you, Kings. I know you're not playing. And then he spawned in the wrong zone. He was like, I guess this isn't where you guys are. And I was like, wait, really? You were actually in? I was so sad.
No, I like so I got in.
wish you had been like, no, for real.
It spawn, my options when it showed on my screen was spawn. There's like 2 different zones, right? And I was like, left or right. And he's like, fuck you. And I was like, I'll take that as left. And I spawned left. What I didn't realize is there's different peninsula things. I thought it was just one and it was just either left or right. But I guess there's
2
more
maps.
Yeah, I was on the other map.
Yeah. You could
So
take a boat, but the boats were broken yesterday. I don't know if they're fixed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always make a new
very
character.
classic MMO launch.
Yeah.
Probably going to be dead in 2 weeks, but it has oddly been kind of fun. It's very grindy. You just get with the boys and just go grind mammoths for a couple hours, and I like that.
Can I
good
just
for
say,
streaming.
Core Punk, devs of Core Punk, can you fucking release your game? Like, work on it or something? Because I love that game.
MMO?
It's like the game that he's playing now, except it's a little bit more MOBA feeling, I guess. It's like
a top-down
Bone Lab. Forget about MMOs, dude. Let's move into the VR landscape. Any VR MMOs coming out? Virtual reality?
No.
Headsets?
No, that's not going to
Isn't there like one? There's one good one,
yeah,
but like
one good one.
it's still very early. Like
There's the one good one. They have a VR MMO.
It's weird. Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's like called like Zenith or something.
Zenith or something like that. Yeah, and it's very early. Like people are saying that it could be good, but
That's dangerous. You know, having to spend MMO hours in VR sounds horrifying.
I want that.
Dude, it's pretty interesting.
Oh god, you wouldn't be a human anymore. I think when you came out, you'd change. You'd be complete. Your depth perception would be affected. Your inner ear balancing completely disconnected.
Yeah, first time you play VR, you come out of it after a while and you feel different, right? You feel like I remember feeling like I was in like a different state of mind almost.
Oh yeah. And I also feel like I'm going to throw up. I feel both of those things when I play.
Word.
I get so emotion sick in VR, man. It's tough.
I had to build it up. I was only going to play like 2 hours at first, and then now I can just pretty much go. Like I run around in Blade and Sorcery for like 6 hours, and I'm sore the next day. That's the only downside. It's like my legs
from the physical activity.
Yeah, dude, it's sad, honestly. But it's like
it's a good workout. Honestly,
it is. Feels good sometimes. Yeah, but then I'm just like, then my wife is like, "Yeah, welcome to 30," and I'm like, "I'm not 30 yet."
Are you 29?
Yeah.
God damn.
29 young boy, dude. 30.
Yeah, it doesn't
Once you
feel
turn
like I'm
30,
29,
it's
though.
terrible. I'm telling you.
I mean, does it, dude? It feels like I've been 30 my whole life. What the fuck? When was I supposed to be where was I supposed to be when was my teenager life?
When was your whippersnapper years?
Yeah, what the shit?
You look you look like a 30 guy in his 30s.
You look like you're ready
for it.
Yeah, you look like you're ready for it.
You guys all look like you're exactly 30.
Exactly.
I'm 33. Becky's like 38
Aqua.
or something.
Just reveal to me your ages. My intent exactly.
I have no idea what you speak of.
Yeah.
Dude.
Anyways, that reminds me. Don't you have something to say, Hark, about being old? Well,
I mean, yeah,
died
I
on
do.
camera from choking. Are you all right?
We're good.
Jesus.
Oh, good.
You know what?
Yeah,
Well,
I think
as
I was just okay.
Growing older, you can really feel, the seasons change. It's almost the fall, the leaves, they're changing color, maybe depending on where you live and what time it is. And it's almost fall. And that means it's fresh ball fall. It's the season of pumpkin spice and making sure your crotch looks nice. That means sipping cider in a fall breeze and using Manscaped products to trim your balls with ease. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, a company here to make sure that your foliage isn't the only thing shedding its excess leaves. Heck, even Mother Nature knows it's time to lose the excess clutter for fall. Join the 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code. It's GamerHole. GamerHole, just GamerHole. The word GamerHole, one word, GamerHole.
Thank you,
Very
Hark.
good. Thank you, Hark, and thank you,
Manscaped.
Manscaped.
I love this.
That was
right.
beautiful.
We make the guests
Thank you.
read the ads now.
Yeah,
We've
forced me to
talked
do it,
about making
guys.
the
They
guests do
forced
it,
me
and
to do
Hark
it
got on
at
today, and he's
gunpoint.
like,
Please.
he was like, yeah, why did you make the guest read it? And we were like,
Yeah,
well,
I'm
you are
happy to do
now.
it. It's hilarious. It made me feel awkward, and I love feeling awkward.
It always
so,
is awkward.
Hell yeah, dude.
Whenever I have to do ad reads after, I mean, it's 10 takes, and then I'll just cut them into each other.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like
honestly, just grab it.
when you start feeling
authentically.
awkward, it makes it so you mess up. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, from your perspective, it feels like that, but from the viewer's perspective,
They wouldn't even know.
You're just generating entertaining content.
Yeah.
I'm looking like a goofball.
Yeah.
So
Well,
who really cares in the long
Manscaped
run?
understands this. That's
Yes.
why they write such,
Beautiful.
creative
Luxurious.
prompts that are
Yes.
like. Anyone reading that is going to feel a little weird about it.
Have they
Some of
ever
them have
asked-
really been something.
Have they ever asked you guys to write them for them? Write your own bit?
They love writing them.
They
They
love
just
writing
like
them,
to
huh?
watch
Okay.
us say them.
There's some guy that's his entire career.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bless
Writing
that
about
man.
balls.
Yeah.
That guy has
Yeah.
some fucking talent too. let me
Yeah, he
tell you.
does. He does. He could be the next Stephen King, but instead he chooses to write about balls.
Yeah.
Imagine. It's just some guy on Fiverr. Let's be real.
You know that like the people that write the music, a lot of like the jingles make more money than actual people that write song stuff. Like
Sure.
the little jingles, you could make like a 30-second jingle and just like get paid a shit ton in royalties over the years if it becomes good.
I want to
How
be a
good does
voice
it have to
actor.
be?
Do you guys think I could be a voice actor?
You
I
and
don't know, what's your
everybody
best
else on
voice?
Twitch or whatever that watches any anime.
That's what
What's your
I
best
mean.
voice? What's
Yeah,
your best
like-
voice? Let's hear it right now.
I can do it. I could do impressions.
No.
No,
You
no, it has to
pick
be
your
your-
best
My
voice.
best voice.
This is it. This is the $1
You're-
million.
this is your
Depends.
application.
From his tongue.
This is your
Depends.
application. Go.
What do you want me to say?
How you feel? Let's talk. I don't know. What's the first thing that came to
All
your
right.
mind? There it is.
I went to the dentist recently and I have perfect teeth. Do you know why? I use Colgate Total, the ultimate toothpaste for a clean mouth. Keeps your teeth fresh, clean, and little gunky goblin gook out of in between your teeth holes.
Yeah, we might need to work on this.
Yeah,
a
we'll
little
have
bit
to work
before
on
we
it.
start
Yeah.
start looking into
Yeah,
a
we'll
voiceover
work
career.
It was good.
Not
Had
sponsored
some
by
good foundation.
Colgate, to be clear.
What was the
but,
Colgate? Was the inspiration there?
He was just trying to be a voice actor for the actual ad of Colgate.
So you want to be like a commercial, like
I want to
product
be
voice actor.
I want to be a
Oh.
tube of toothpaste. That's what I was trying to
Okay,
do.
yeah, that makes sense.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I could play a character. Well, maybe you guys, you can see my voices on the D&D show.
They're good.
I think my
There.
voice is okay. My little goblin man that I play.
Yeah.
No, I
solid.
think
Glue
Aqua does
globs
have great voice
over well.
range. Just like everybody that's ever watched anime,
Yeah.
I want to be a voice actor, and then
Yeah.
everybody on Twitch is like, I should be a voice actor for games.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's
just-
everywhere.
It seems like really easy
It's
money.
because it
You know?
seems like it's
Dude,
easy
voice acting
money,
is
but
sick.
they don't
Yeah.
think about the. It's kind of like streaming too, where people are like, I wish I could be a
True.
big streamer, and then it's like, yeah, you could try and do the grind, but like it seems easy,
it's probably
but
the
there's a
same.
lot of grind to get
Very
to the
similar.
top.
Probably even harder.
very hard. It's
Probably
harder.
So you have to have talent, which I don't have. My voice is not that good.
It's
in the
not
same
just
realm,
talent though. It's also like you could be a voice actor, but you'd be voice acting maybe 1 gig a year for a small little company, and you're a voice actor, but you're probably not making a living off it. To be the top
Yeah.
voice actor, you've got to be fucking amazing, right?
To be fair, there are a lot of channels on Twitch that you have never heard about or will never hear about that are making a living from it. And so going like devil's
True.
advocate again, we just said, I'm sure there's voice acting gigs out there that people are making a living from
True.
that are outside what we think voice acting is. I mean, like, what's that one guy, the most recent video game Donkey video, maybe not the most recent one, but the one where he partnered with the voice acting guy, the one that made the noises with his mouth. You ever played a game where all the sounds were done by like someone's mouth? That's voice acting, technically,
Sure.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
So I'm
That'd be,
sure there's lots of options
that'd be
out
up
there.
Aqua's alley. Yeah.
Dude, that I don't know if you played 1 Hour, One Life. That whole game is all the sound effects are done with the guy's mouth, and that's an old game. Like, don't.
No,
play
that
it.
game's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy, but yeah, it was like, right, like he's like
I
doing all
love
these
that.
crazy sound effects.
That's
It's
so
so
cool.
cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? And so I watched
Cool.
that, and then one of the things I started trying to do was, can you whistle like a cricket? Some people can do that. People can whistle and make it sound like they're whistling like a cricket, like literally like a cricket. And It's just mouth, no hands or anything, dude. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna try because I haven't really thought about it until this conversation recently. But it's the same department as, you know how people can like hum and whistle at the same time, and it kind of makes like a sound.
Yeah.
He's calling the ducks.
My brother can do that really well because he used to do that every single morning to like call in the birds for fun.
What birds?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
And like he used to go walk in the woods and kind of do that and have the birds kind of chirp back to him. But watching Aqua do it
every day?
to watch Aqua do it terribly is just hilarious to me because my brother could just do it so easily. So him be like,
Aqua's so sad.
Hey, sorry, I'm not a fucking birdman woodsman.
It was really good, Aqua.
Thanks.
I
climbed a mountain once. I climbed a mountain with a friend once, and at the top there was just a guy. He was like a Zelda character almost. You know, we like Z targeted him. He was like, "Hi," like that, and he was doing that, and he like taught us how to do it.
You
like,
met
on
my
top
brother.
Of this mountain.
You actually met my brother. That's what my brother does. Like, there's a. Well, you probably
maybe I did.
There's like there's a mountain thing that is near where my parents are, and my brother would walk up it sometimes and then just be like hanging out on the top, and he would do that sometimes. So he must have met my brother. That's just what it is.
Small world.
Cool. Yeah, on top of a mountain.
I knew your brother before I knew you. I guess
he's a little hermit up there.
He was serious. He was like sitting on a log. He was like, "Hi," like that. He was like actually like climbing a mountain and meeting like a Goron on the top.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's gonna give out a secret quest or something. You had to bring him a collectible item to complete it.
I didn't have to give him shit, and he taught me a life skill. Actually, climbing the mountain
were met.
Was the quest. Yeah, if you can get up there, you can learn how to whistle with your hands.
I guess the skill has since faded.
You guys ever notice
in a mountain area?
I used to be better at it, actually.
You guys ever notice how, and like all these apps that are now doing that, so it's supposed to be like a fucking RPG game where it's like, oh, learn new language, and then they like give you like little quests to say, and then they give you like little points and shit.
Dude, they're trying whatever they can.
They've been doing that a lot.
People out there with like a bunch of like circles of ideas, like RPG, gambling. Like, what if we put these two together? Oh shit, NFTs.
I would like that.
You know what I mean, like. There are people doing that all over the place. That's just crazy. Like, you have that one zombie ad game where the zombies are like flying all around, and then it's like the guy from The Walking Dead is there. What's his name? Dwayne or something? And then he's got his crossbow.
I don't know this zombie ad.
They're crazy.
I don't know the zombie ad.
So funny. I feel like NFTs are so they've like gone under quite a bit. They're like not hot anymore.
They're
like
not
everybody
hot.
just dogpiled on it and they don't like
press.
it.
I think the normal people.
All of crypto's gone down.
True.
That's an entire boat that's down right now. So not just.
But normal and normal, I would say normal. People that work 9 to 5 probably hate crypto and hate NFTs. But there is still like Meta and all that's pushing for the fucking huge ass NFT universe because they know how much money they can make in the long run.
Why do you think 9 to 5 people hate those things?
I'm just saying, like, people that probably have to go into work every single day, not like CEOs of giant companies that know that they can invest millions and millions of dollars and in the long run make billions.
When I was fucking working 9 to 5 every day, that was like my one thing I looked forward to is investing in crypto because I was like, this could be my chance to get the fuck out of this place. You know what I mean?
And I think that a lot of people that did that got burnt by some NFTs. So I think that's where
not NFTs,
people are less hot about it now.
Yeah.
Because so many people were trying to predatorily exploit the whole thing, take advantage.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's a shame because there were some okay artists out there that were authentically trying to just like make this new medium of art unrelated to exploiting other people, and that got drowned out as well.
No, I agree. We talked about it before. NFTs are not inherently bad. There is good ways you could use it. It's just the ways that were being used were mostly exploitations and, not great.
Lack of understanding by the general public about the whole thing. And like the value of something is determined by the consumers. So like too many people were down on it, and it's just because I don't know. The funny thing though, like people were so against it, like NFTs in game, yet they're like buying skins and like games like crazy. and
That's
then
why I
having
took
their
off.
money locked
Yeah.
in Steam. That's like so
Exactly.
much worse. Like
Exactly.
you
That's why
don't
it's so-
actually.
That's why so many people hopped on the NFT train because they're like, this already exists. We just don't have a name for it. Let's just put a name on it and then market it.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that creating NFTs more costly of everything for almost nothing. And then the problem with video games that do NFT or blockchain technology, in my opinion, is the fact that that's what they emphasize, and then they don't emphasize the game itself.
True.
I know that
It's not
Dr.
really a
Disrespect
game.
is making like a blockchain game, correct? That the main focus is
so
the
excited.
game.
I'm so excited for that to
And
see where
that's-
that game
right,
goes
that's-
and comes into play, dude.
That could
Let's
be the
go.
turning point. That could be the
For
turning
sure.
point.
A lot's gonna
Midnight
revolve around
Society?
Midnight
dude,
Society.
for sure.
If
Dude,
that
I
does
well,
follow them on Twitter.
All people are so dumb about it. All you have to do is for a video game company to make skins, on the blockchain and don't call them NFTs, and people will be like, "Oh, this is great."
Exactly.
It's like, I'm pretty sure that would go over fine.
Ubisoft
You're
stopped
probably right.
theirs,
You're
right?
probably
Like
right.
they delayed theirs or whatever. They were supposed to make NFTs where if you buy it in one game, it is like it's like a different item in each game or something. So they were going to get people to have NFTs, Ubisoft NFTs.
They made some for their last Ghost Recon game. Yeah, the one that
but
had John Barathol in it.
I think they canceled all production / continuation of that for now. Because I
Yeah,
saw,
because it was supposed to be continuous, and they did that release, and then they're like, maybe we're gonna hold off.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes me think about how these decisions are even made, and these giant corporations. Like, who are the humans, the brains behind these discussions? Like, is it someone sending one email and like 9 people get it, and then it goes back and forth between like 30 more people, and it comes back, and then it's NFTs? Like, you know what I mean?
I've been in some of those meetings that are like 30 people that have different degrees. That there's a lot of just BS. Like one person gives a suggestion, and then you have to have like a 3-hour meeting about it, and it could be a simple fucking thing. And that's why I don't like the corporate life. Like I know some of the stuff that's just like bullshit in it.
It's all rumination and
yeah, and like whatever the
business
guy at
practice.
the top really wants to do, it's probably what's going to happen. And it's just like it doesn't matter.
Cluster frick.
We've had things where traditional media wants to get into gaming, and I've had to sit in long ass meetings discussing the differences between gaming and traditional media, and that's so annoying in corporate life. But yeah, speaking
like
of
trying to
terrible, yeah,
Sorry.
it's like go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's like trying to explain like Twitch to your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, dude.
And that happens sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Impossible.
Speaking of a person at the
Thank God.
top doing some interesting things for the company, did you guys see the G2 drama with Carlos and Andrew Tate?
I just saw that like when we were waiting to start this. I didn't even know who Andrew Tate was until like 2 weeks ago when Z-Trum talked about it. And then when he got banned from everything, I was like, I have no idea who this guy is. I just started
thought
hearing
he
his
was
name like
someone
3
else.
days ago.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know, honestly.
So
I know
Andrew-
the name, but
Andrew Tate was a very
Stupid
politicized
asshole.
thing because he's like very like it latched on with I think some right-wing people and some like Sigma people as well, like his sort of views, because not everything he said was immediately terrible, but a lot of what he said was kind of terrible. And now I think he's being investigated for human trafficking, a bunch of other stuff. He like admitted on a couple different places some very bad things. And now I think he's deplatformed everywhere because it was just misogynistic, views that he would mainly push.
I feel like a lot
but
of
anyways-
it's just engagement bait, though. I feel like a lot of that is literally him just doing
I do
it so
not know.
people talk about him.
He used to be like a kickboxer. He got hit in the head a lot. So maybe there's
Not
something
enough.
weird.
Joe Rogan, same situation.
Maybe. But I like this is like
Everyone's gonna comment below.
this
Like,
is
"Fuck
people
you
are gonna
guys."
hate it, but it's beyond Joe Rogan. Like there is some stuff that you can't defend. Like anyone that's defending human trafficking, okay,
that's-
you don't need to
that's
watch.
not good.
Anyone wants
Yeah.
to comment on this in a weird way? This is engagement bait. We're gonna hit you with the meta.
Yeah, we're gonna
twist,
hit
the
you with
Uno reverse
engagement
card.
bait.
If you're commenting, you're engaging with our engagement bait.
Yeah.
So we got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
wow,
Got him.
comments
Don't
for
read
the
that comment you just
algorithm.
wrote. Yeah.
But anyways, Ocelot is the CEO
No,
of
please read the comment.
G2, which is like a huge esports organization, one of the biggest in the world. Ocelot used to be a League of Legends player. Now he has one of the best League of Legends teams in the world. But anyways, he was hanging out with Andrew Tate, and people were kind of like commenting / trying to cancel him, and he doubled down on it. He was like,
"Is it a new video or an old video?"
It's new-ish. Yeah, it's pretty new.
So is it after Andrew Tate already got deplatformed?
Yeah, it was deplatformed. Yeah, he was partying with Andrew Tate, and he doubled down, I believe, and he was like, I saw the tweet. It was like, you guys cannot dictate who I hang out with. That's where I draw my line. All this other stuff, and he like doubled down on it, and then G2 just everyone in G2 was just like wanted to jump ship. And so the board members,
kickboxers, huh?
So the board member of G2 was like, yeah, you have to take an 8-week suspension. So they put out a statement today, and he's taking an 8-week suspension, no pay.
I didn't know anything about that. I just saw like the video of him with all the champagne bottles with Andrew Tate, and I was all like, oh,
I think that's a new-ish video, but I'm not sure. At least it's leaked new, but I'm not sure when he actually hung out with him. I don't know the dates, but yeah.
Speaking of leaks, do you see all the Rockstar leaks?
That's GTA another thing. Yeah, Rockstar leaks.
What?
It's not it's just a bunch of like videos, screen, like a ton of Rockstar stuff. They have like the canceled Red Dead Redemption 1 remake that they were doing and canceled. They have the GTA 6 stuff. Nothing too special.
I looked at some of the videos for GTA 6. Looks like GTA 5. Maybe worse.
Graphics are better, but
not much. Yeah,
I mean it's a cool new story to enjoy. I don't give a shit about graphics or whatever. I'm down.
Is it the same engine?
I think it is the same, but I don't know.
I think it is the same. I don't know. I
don't remember what this is.
Really
Again, there's no way in hell it can be the same engine.
GTA 6, from what I understand, there was no real confirmation they were even working on it, but this leaks is like, there you go, guys. We're working on it, and
that's true.
I thought they announced they were working on that already.
They are working on it.
They had
I didn't think they had an announcement that was GTA 6 was being worked on.
I forget if I saw it as like just a teaser, like over a city, and then it was like GTA 6, like last year, and like advertising itself 4 years ahead of time or some weird shit like that.
Maybe I'm wrong, but from what I remember, Twitter was trending GTA 6 a ton, and every single time it was just bullshit. But this is the first like.
That might have been
actual leak.
Yeah, true.
Did you guys? I mean, it was very cool and ambitious of them to do the 3-character thing and have the stories all weave together. I didn't like that though. I hope they don't do that this time.
The game was still fun, but it's just too many jumping around. I'd rather focus on one, really, or you could like have one jump kind of thing.
Yeah, you really get attached to the character. I don't like that. I didn't even like it in like the first. I mean, it was fine. I get why they did it. But in what's the zombie game that's like amazing? The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. When you play as Ellie for a little bit in the first one, it was fine. But like you're playing as Joel the whole time, and then in the second game when they force you, like you're playing as Ellie, like to start, like great, I want to just play as Ellie. You know what I mean? And then they make you play as that other person. It's like too much. I want to be one character. You know, when I play a game.
Yeah, I agree with the Last of Us stuff. I actually felt that way about GTA 6 as well, when the 3 characters were like, oh man, definitely broke my immersion. But then they sort of tie the stories together. It did grow on me. But I agree with the Last of Us stuff for sure.
No, it was cool of them. It was cool the way they did it. It was an ambitious idea, but you know, when it boiled down to it, I didn't enjoy actually playing that way.
I just want Nico Bellic to come back.
Yeah, like he was cool.
Yeah.
Or the guy, Nico. Or Tommy Vercetti, or the guy with no Fido, I guess his name was.
That guy was sick too, dude.
I just want GTA 6 to come right off the bat with mod support and allow us to make GTA RP better in 6.
Yeah,
true.
Good luck with that.
Because what happens with all Rockstar games is people want to do RP, but it takes like 6 years for them to make an actual good engine or a good mod for it.
Are there a lot of good GTA RP servers that are like actually good to commit to though, or is there just the one that all the big streamers play on?
There's a few, like we even got into one, like Aqua and and Slip got into one, and that was a lot of fun for the one day. I do not know if that server would be good long term or anything, because
just one day, right? Yeah.
There isn't like a lot of stories that stick around probably with those like on the
smaller ones, right? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, no, that's what I was.
That was fun for the one day.
It was really fun. That was my first and only time playing, and it was an incredible experience that happened to us. You know. primarily with my character.
Things.
Like,
yeah,
I went on a crazy rigmarole through the world there. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that.
But the Red Dead RP, right? Like the Red M or whatever, that took forever to come out, and from day one, people wanted to RP, but
it was a flop. GTA RP is still the only popular one. There's not many Red Dead popular servers, are there?
Yeah,
it's hard to get into.
It's still being developed, but yeah,
the mod and stuff.
Like I know that they got the like it is out, but I didn't think that many of the RP dudes had moved over to Red Dead instead of GTA.
I think the problem is that because you're in the cowboy setting, it kind of limits your creativity with your character a little bit. That could be why.
No, there's a couple really good servers for it. I mean, one of our Sput, one of our clients, it does Red M, and it's really good. And some of the people that you probably have known of, like Fingal Dan, like from Charborg's videos and stuff like that, he also plays a little bit of Red M, I believe, and then a couple other people. So like the RP thing, I think they do it on the side for Red M, but it still is a pretty good thing. And again, it takes time to develop each one, even when the first base like mod comes out. To do each other thing added to it, you have to put more mods in. You have to keep working on it. So in 5 years, Red M might be bigger than GTA. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
I think the problem is the commitment of the players just trails off. It's hard to get in with them good stuff.
Unless you have one server that you're making lots of money with.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting that the content creation grab brings it in and makes it more stable. Ironic, because they're like, they're sort of forced to focus on their character and not go crazy and focus on the narrative. Yeah, interesting storytelling. It's interesting evolution of how media is evolving. This is my dissertation.
Yes. This sounded like
it's a dissertation.
Today I'll be speaking about streamers.
Well, we could talk about streamers if you guys want to talk about. Didn't XQC get banned?
No XQC.
Oh yeah, what was all that drama about
I missed
him?
It. There's drama.
Oh, you guys
what
missed
it. What is it?
All right.
Do you know?
Yeah, I do know some of it. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you guys know XQC and Adept, who were in a relationship together for a long time. They broke up. They put it on, like, both of them put it on different places, different things, whatever. But XQC recently, I guess, and they were like, it was like a bad breakup, but then it was a good breakup because they were both understanding. And they're like, but it's all in the drama of the, on Twitch. So it always makes it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
But anyways, one day, recently, I guess XQC was talking about his side of the breakup or something, and he says that he wanted to get Adept in the call so she could say her side because Adept was being harassed by his viewership, which, I mean, you have 30,000 viewers concurrently. It's going to be hard to police them all. But anyways, they like had a 3-hour conversation on Twitch.
That's not a good idea.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he said some like fucked up shit, I guess, in response to people attacking him, and now he's banned from Twitch.
He got banned.
For what? 7 days? He said a lot of stuff on Twitter and Twitch and stuff like that. I do not know exactly what the ban's for.
Wow.
I wish I did more research into it, but I kind of last minute
reminds me of like Wreckful used to do that. I remember like way back, like have like serious conversations with his girlfriend about breaking up and this and that. And like, I think, I feel like it never went over well. I don't know much about it, but I remember.
I feel like going into details is where you have problems. If you guys just, you want to say like we had a breakup, like if you're on stream together in a couple and then you break up, it's usually like a good time to be like, we broke up, it didn't work out, respect our boundaries. And then, it goes away.
Yeah, you don't want to
put streamers, right? They're both big entertainers.
They're both big entertainers. So
they definitely could have had a forethought to make it more funny than dramatic if they were both mutually on the same page.
Yeah, I don't think it's mutually on the same page. Yeah.
I bring you back to the topic of engagement bait then.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all just engagement bait, dude. Why the fuck
drama's going to get more engagement bait than funny, though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just people, they're just doing this so that you talk about it. He gets banned. He goes about 20,000. I feel like people have done studies like they get banned and then they come back to Twitch. that one girl who just had sex on Twitch that you like saw in the
7
reflection of the
days.
glass.
Yeah.
Dude, wait, someone was talking about it in a video or something. It's like 300 concurrent viewers, got banned, came back, 5,000 concurrent. Just get banned. You want to get big on Twitch? Just
Never
get
worked
banned.
that well
Show
for
your
me.
cock, dude.
Have sex on Twitch. I mean, that'll get a lot of from that video. I'm sure a lot of people were like, I like what I'm seeing. I'm gonna watch this person.
If she doesn't have an
context,
OnlyFans, she definitely could make a lot of money now.
It's tricky. It's like it's the earthquake video.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a less severe version. That's a more authentic version. They're like people generate that sort of engagement. It's crazy.
I've got a lot of windows and reflections in this apartment.
Here's the thing, though.
So you're saying we should look closer.
Decky, what you should do is you should do that thing where you have the binoculars naked sitting on top of your couch just on stream, you know?
Dude, wait, there's so many people that like do it and like they just like go live, but they're naked in front of their camera. Like they don't think about this shit consciously.
Decky, if you get permanently banned, then you can drum up even more controversy and hype around, and then get unbanned probably because then Twitch will be sexist.
You know?
Yes. If I don't get
live in
unbanned
Mexico,
in 7 days, I'm gonna bring this shit down. You watch out, Bezos. I'm coming. I'm literally gonna be coming. Because I'd be having sex on stream, guys.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
I don't think
an adult joke.
I don't think
for all of our adult listeners.
Any adults still listening?
All the adults
they clicked off after the NFT conversation.
Totally off subject, but Cyberpunk's hot again because Cyberpunk Edge Runner is one of the greatest animes ever made, and I hate
Talk
anime.
about voice acting.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
huge.
I'm like 3 episodes deep, and I'm addicted. I am so hot. If I didn't have to go grind giants in Fractured, I'd be watching the rest of Cyberpunk today.
What's so good about it? What's the elevator pitch for us? I haven't checked it out yet, and I need a new show. I just
it's about a kid that wants to become an edge runner, which is like a gangster hitman guy.
Oh yeah, so it's a kid. So the story's about the kid. Is there like a lot of
growing up in Night City, being a bad dude? It's awesome.
So seeing
I very much like cyberpunk themed things, so I'm automatically engaged. But it is very much still built in like the actual games world too. I played through the game. I beat it when it first came out. Apparently it's way better now. Maybe I want to go revisit it. But like the series I've been, I was very shocked by how much I enjoyed it, and I don't enjoy anime.
They do. That company partners with really good people to make some good stuff. I mean, that's the same company that did The Witcher for Netflix. So pretty solid stuff.
Yeah. So. It was
good.
Good.
Consider that anime? It's more of like a cartoon, not in trying to belittle it or like remove the age that is anyone can watch cartoons, but like I feel like anime is very strictly I don't know. I just see that. I would see that as like a cartoon.
It has to be Japanese. Same with Naruto's not Japanese.
No.
People call that anime.
Didn't say that. I would call Naruto an anime. Yeah. But maybe not. Maybe not actually. Thinking about it. Because it does sort of have that more of a cartoon animation style than it does the animation style.
Oh, Hark is going to gatekeep anime right now.
No, I'm not. Guys, because wait, what would you call the shows on Cartoon Network?
Those are cartoons.
Well, the show Primal. You ever seen the show Primal?
Never seen Primal.
You ever seen like Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yes.
Or like Metalocalypse?
Yep.
I have done a lot of research on anime despite hating it.
No, fine. If there's an actual definition of what delineates the two, I
don't
know.
Decky was actually on a show.
Anime's technically supposed to be Japanese, but it's become a broadened term. They use it for Korean shows. They do include Naruto in it. Or is it Avatar? No, Avatar and Naruto. One of them's made by a Western company.
Avatar's Western.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe
Naruto.
Okay, maybe I'm not as educated as I thought I was. But yeah, no, there is a weird line on it, but it usually comes down to if they're trying to harken the actual anime style, even if it's not properly from Japan.
You said my name. It made me react a little bit.
Yes.
The very like still type of like prolonged still frames.
With flashing backgrounds and shit. That'll clarify it. Or like
I think of like Attack on Titan. That's like an anime. But then again, now that I'm like spending time thinking about it, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't also consider it to be a cartoon.
I want to like anime. I keep trying. I keep trying to watch. I never can get into it.
You're not big into
last one you tried?
cyberpunk shit, so or else I'd be like, watch that one. But like,
Yeah.
I think that's
was
the
the
only
last one
reason
you tried?
I get into it. I mean, I think people that like anime would enjoy it in general, but that's the only reason it actually hooked me.
I tried to watch Demon Slayer. I made it like 15 minutes in, and I was like, I can't.
It's
do
too
this.
generic. It's too
Demon
generic.
Slayer.
You need to start with one that's more obscure. That's not about just killing monsters from the demon universe. There's like 10 animes that are all about that. Forget about those. Watch like there's the one called Steins Gate that's about time travel. That's fucking good.
But here's the thing. I love the like Studio Ghibli movies. Those are pretty good. I enjoy
Solid.
those.
Because they're not original. I mean, they are original. It's like, you know, you have cool stuff going on. That's not like, you know, same look of the stuff.
Yeah. I watched Grave of the Fireflies. Fucking sad.
Oh my
One of the
that's
most
one I've been wanting to
depressing,
watch, but I
saddest-
refuse to. Yeah.
God,
Sad
dude.
one.
That is the most effective anti-war movie ever. Like, holy shit. Terrible movie. I mean, great movie, but terribly sad. My God.
It's good to invoke those it's good when you get those sort of invoked emotions from that kind of sort of stuff, though.
Yeah.
Right? It's great.
I can't believe you watched that one. Because I used to do a show where it's like me and then Lisa, where she's like an anime freak, and I hate it. And they would assign us to watch a show every week, and then we'd like talk about it, and I'd describe why I hated every
great.
minute of
I
it,
love
and
that.
she would
Why'd
talk
you
about
stop
why she
doing it?
like loved it and why I was wrong. We got canceled. We weren't cool enough.
Oh man, bring it back. That sounds great. I love it.
I had to literally watch like fucking 8 episodes of an anime a week. It was horrible. And like I hate
That's a lot of anime.
Yes, let's do it again.
It was miserable, but it was a lot of fun. But that's how I have become very familiar with a lot of things. And there are people going to be like going against the interpretation of what anime is and not. Is there? There's definitely a debate on it, but that's just
Man, we're baiting a lot of comments.
We're baiting.
and-
That's what this whole thing is. We bait comments.
We talk about Joe
No,
Rogan,
technically,
Andrew
actually,
Tate,
Yeah.
Yes.
anime.
This is the engagement
NFTs.
episode. We hit
How about abortion? You want to go for that or gun control? Or what?
he said the A word.
Politics.
Oh God.
Let's talk about anything.
We're gonna
like
get the warning label at the bottom. About
Yeah,
misinformation
probably.
But no,
and
she
shit.
constantly was all like, "We're gonna make you watch Grave of the Fireflies," and I was like, "I want to, but no." And luckily, we got canceled before I ever did, and now I'll never see it.
Yeah, well,
It's a very good movie.
it would
very
it
sad,
would be
but-
interesting to try to bring that back. I think Lisa's contract would be absolutely enormous now. She's doing amazing.
Yeah, she's
things
got a
I've
lot of
seen.
connections.
Yeah,
I don't know who Lisa
Who's
is.
Lisa?
I know the
Lisa
video game
Whalen.
Lisa. It's a great
She's
game.
like stand-up comedian that then started doing game stuff and then's connected with a bunch of different she's with one
with
of the
EG
esports
now.
orgs.
She's signed with
Yeah.
EG now. Yeah,
All these terms are just.
she's the one that did Skeptic Guide to Anime with Deki Aqua.
Yeah, well,
I think you remember her. You'll remember her when you see her. But yeah.
So what's your favorite anime,
you got-
Mr. I Hate Anime?
Yeah. What was your first?
I came out of that show liking only one anime.
What was
I watched like Full Metal Alchemist. I watched so many different ones, dude. I
Still
don't remember.
I still consider Alchemist to be just a little bit generic. On the
Oh,
generic
yeah, it was
side,
generic
just a
as shit.
little.
It was terrible, except for the whole dog thing. That was the only
Dog
good
thing
part.
was sad. It was great.
Well, it gets cool. Like the lore of Alchemist, really engaging. But
Yeah.
And I got to see the one clip of where like the guy is crying. It looks like it's gonna rain today, or wherever he says that. And this is like it's one of the biggest like gifs ever
meme?
used.
yeah, I know. a lot of those are good.
No, the only one I liked was Banana Fish. Banana Fish was hands down one of my like favorite pieces of media of all time now.
Mm.
That
It was
sounds weird enough
super
for me to
super
look
awesome.
up.
Banana Fish is the
It's about like a teenage like
Oh yeah, this looks cool.
street kid in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
New York,
That's
the
like
1980s.
I
Nice.
tried
What
to
a great
watch
setting.
that. I tried to watch that based on your recommendation after watching the Skeptic's Guide, and I couldn't get through it. I really could. I tried.
Dude,
Why not?
I loved
What was
it.
wrong with it?
I don't remember. I just didn't
when did you
like-
lose it. Yeah.
I just didn't like I loved the setting, but I think just the story never gripped me. So I was just like,
Oof.
I don't give a
It
fuck.
can happen, definitely.
The
That's how I
setting
feel
was
with
really
fucking Game
cool,
of
and the
Thrones
aesthetics
right
was
now.
cool.
I think my problem is that I just also don't like cartoons, like animation in general. I find it hard to watch.
That's one of my general things. I don't get behind a lot of cartoon stuff.
I can't even do like Archer or things like that. You know, like adult cartoons.
You're
Um,
missing out.
I used
Archie,
to.
you
I
find yourself
can't-
like focusing on the voice acting, you kind of removes you from the authenticity.
For someone who wants to do voice acting, I don't like cartoons.
He fucking hates cartoons. He hates
That's
every single voice actor, but he wants to be a voice actor.
I mean, but that's cool, but that's unique, and that's good, right? That's what you want to bring to the table.
He doesn't like them because they're not good enough. They need him.
Good enough. Yeah.
There you go.
Aqua wants
to really turn her around.
You know what, Aqua? for you, if you'd like, we can take a scene and you can voice act every single person, and we'll swap the audio over for you. Pick a scene from some. How
anime. Many goblins will be in the scene? Because
it's my voice actor montage. I love it.
He's just gonna be the goblin, the go-to goblin voice actor.
Yeah. If there are 2 goblins, Gollum and someone with exactly my normal speaking voice, I can do it.
Sort of a were-goblin. Like he turns from a human, then he goes goblin, then human again. I like that. We could write that character in, no problem. It's the next game.
Taught me how to do Gollum.
Let's hear it.
It's actually really easy. You just kind of like go like that, like and then you just go fat hobbitses. You know.
That is very good. That is very good.
You just have to work on it for like an hour, and you'll be great.
Yeah,
you'll do a perfect.
It's interesting how you can work on certain voices and get better at them, and like actually you build that skill up. It is something you have to actually practice and get
just
better
like
at.
Aqua sits in a mirror for 4 hours a day doing Gollum.
4 hours a day.
Yeah.
So.
I like to have little skills that are easy to learn. It doesn't require a lot of effort, but good party tricks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do my Gollum impression at parties. I am so popular there.
He's the talk of the town.
I want to talk about how many parties you're
absolutely
going to
kills at parties. And then if you're lucky, I'll bust out Borat as well.
Yeah. Aqua is the talk of the town.
Absolutely kills. You'll be the center of attention at the party. You'll absolutely kill.
Let's just say for 2 weeks after people's weddings, they're always like, "Can you believe that fucking guy who kept doing Borat?" And
who was that vagrant? Is that some homeless guy that wandered in? He kept trying to yelling at everyone.
No, they're saying, "Man, that guy was so funny, dude. He was so great. He made it so much fun for all of us."
Yeah,
and that doesn't work. Fat bastard's good.
Yeah.
A well-placed get in my belly.
Exactly.
Nice.
Tracks him up, knocks him dead.
I remember when I invited him to my grandma's funeral, and he just started pulling out the fat bastard, and everyone just like, who the fuck is this guy? But we did talk about him for the next week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Powers dropped off so hard. Mm-hmm. Like, I've thought about that many a times. Like, they never tried to reboot. They never tried to do shit.
God.
You can't, though.
Leave it. It's perfect.
Yeah, you can't reboot a lot of shit they've rebooted.
You can't reboot.
But like, and I'm not arguing
with
what they did. It was such a weird thing with how insanely popular it was. And then people are like, no, we've had enough.
Isn't it because doesn't Mike Myers own most of that or have to write off?
Maybe that's why.
Approve them and stuff?
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe I don't think they should remake it. And I don't really know anybody that also goes back, man, I love going back and watching the Austin Powers movies.
Why?
Because they suck.
But
I met Mike Myers once.
Wait, all right. I'm interested to hear more about that. Why don't you like the what? Why don't
they
you
just didn't age well. Suck? Like
so they didn't suck at one point and now they suck.
The early 2000s were a weird time, Hark.
Dude,
a lot of those things don't need to come back.
I love those movies. I haven't watched them in a while.
Maybe my opinion's wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe the world does want Austin Powers back.
Sorry.
And it's Mike Myers holding all the rights or some shit. I don't know. But I thought that was kind of a general feeling.
I'm with you on this. I do not think that they would be as good now if I rewatched them. But I still have a very fond, like, quotable memory of some of the stuff that's said in those that I would.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that needs to stay there.
It's the basis, the foundation of comedy in some of those.
You do not know how many times I've said "smoking a pancake." And
people, dude, the funniest thing is people say that and they probably don't even know where it's from.
But I say that
people on the side smoking a pancake. They're like
smoking a pancake, and then I'll go.
The internet say it.
And then I'll go, then there's no pleasing you. And then, But yeah, like there's stuff like that I've said afterwards that I think I hold the video, the movies in a better regard than they probably are.
There's a lot of quotability from there. I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe I'm alone in that.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
When did you meet Mike Myers?
Yeah. When did you
Mike
meet
Myers. We need to hear about
and
Mike
then
Myers.
Tell us about
here.
the time that you met Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I met a lot. So like living in New York City, you actually
nice.
run into a lot of celebrities just like around.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time. Yeah, Sting. I was at like some kind of. My wife got us tickets to like this new hot show thing in the city, and we went, and he was there. He was at the show, and I went to the bathroom. He peed into a urinal. I watched him, Sting, literally like zip up and like walk out, and I was like, I gotta use that fucking urinal. I'm using the urinal right after Sting, and let me tell you, Sting. You know, he always talks about how he has like sex for like 12 hours straight or whatever. Like, isn't he the one who used to say that?
I think he is known for something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense because that was some smelly pee. That guy probably has a lot of UTIs going and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
A lot of asparagus, maybe. I don't know. I'm just kidding. It was perfectly
that's
fine.
An Austin Powers reference that he just made right there. I'll remind you. He eats the asparagus while he's peeing into the fountain.
Right. Yeah.
See?
It all comes back together, doesn't it? This is all orchestrated.
Yeah.
Also, I was imagining Aqua standing in the restroom
waiting.
watching Sting.
I was just. It was not as he was finishing up. I walked in and I just.
There's 4 urinals open, and Aqua's just like,
just like,
really did.
Are you Sting?
You can use any of these, and Aqua's like, I'll wait.
yeah.
And I take out my little cup, collect his urine.
And then he does.
I saw him,
voice.
finishing up. He zipped up, walked past me, and I was like, I
You
didn't
were
even
like,
say
you
anything.
were great in Dune.
He like nodded at me, like like that. Like, hey, bathroom guy, we have to piss at the same time. That's fucking sick.
We're bros now. Come over to my house after.
And I was like,
that moment.
Hi, like hi.
That was
hi, Sting.
That was a core.
And then I
memory
was
for
like,
him.
and then I definitely got to use that urinal. So I did. So I peed right in a urinal right after Sting. Mike Myers just walking around on the street. I said, "Oh, I'm a big fan." He's like, "Oh, thank you." And that was that.
Nice. Cool.
Saw Elijah Wood in a similar way. Dimitri Martin in the subway. Didn't say hi to him, but
Who's Dimitri?
Dimitri Martin's
a comedian.
He had a cool short time in the sun. I don't think he's as famous anymore, but there was a short time where I think he got a Netflix special.
He has something right now out.
He's in a couple movies as well. Saw Gilbert Gottfried as well. Rest in peace, Gilbert.
That's
great voice. Great
just
set
walking
of,
around.
Great
That
set of
Billy
voice
Billy on the Street guy. I used to see him running around all the time.
Speaking of Gilbert,
nice.
What's that? Hollywood Squares is one of the most underrated shows for game shows. I think I loved Hollywood Squares. You guys ever watch that?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Well, the whole point is you're playing like tic-tac-toe, right? Like you have to get 3 X's, 3 O's in a row. But the question is asked to the people that are sitting in each spot, which are the Hollywood actors, and they could either bluff you or whatever, and then you have to say if they're right or wrong. And if you get it right, you get it your X or if you get it wrong, the other person gets their marker. And it was amazing. And Gilbert Gottfried is one of the best at doing it because he would just bullshit, and he was so good at it that everyone just be like, "Yeah, I believe him." You know?
I would love.
Yeah,
to see
because
some
he
clips
uses
from
like
that,
a
dude.
ridiculous
Hell yeah.
voice, so you can't tell if he's lying or not.
It's big, and he's aware of it too. That's the cherry on
It's
top.
hilarious when he was on there too, because he would just make up something like something outlandish, and you'd like laugh, and it'd be super funny, and then he'd be like, "No, actually, it's this," and just like deadpan, boom, and you'd be like,
I love
"Oh,
that.
yeah, I believe him. That seems right."
That's so
and then it's
funny.
like,
I love that shit.
And then he'd be like, "I got you," before they even said anything.
Did he use like his normal voice when he was like dead? I don't think so. He must not have.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, his normal voice was still pretty.
His normal voice is
Gilbert-y.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's normal.
You didn't hear that recording of his actual voice?
No.
He left a message that leaked on on the internet. You can hear it. It's like, "Oh, hey Daniel, it's Gilbert. Just wanted to something like that." And he just talked like
Are
very
you sure?
softly.
Because I thought the reason why he had that voice was because he has myotonia. I thought that was the reason why he has an interesting voice is because of his myotonia.
Yeah, there's a video.
I recall seeing this.
2022, August 4th, Gilbert Gottfried's real speaking voice. He talks pretty softly.
I didn't realize that. I thought that his myotonia was caused by the voice.
More than I thought.
I didn't even know he had myotonia.
That's what he died of, myotonia. Yeah. Like it was a very strict form that it was a lot of struggles for him throughout his life, but I thought it affected his vocal cords as well.
Interesting.
Anyways, my bad. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, that's great. I love that shit, dude. Love it.
Yeah,
maybe
Hollywood
I'm
Squares
wrong.
is great. Everyone should go on YouTube right now and just look up a compilation of Gilbert Gottfried Hollywood Squares. Go.
And then comment the video in our kindness.
Can we bait more comments before we go? Hold on.
Guys, next week, comment what you want the Manscaped ad to be. I don't know.
Just having a real hard time.
Maybe there's some background music. Maybe they can comment the background song that the person will read it over, and maybe they can comment like a funny classical song that makes it sound really serious. Like imagine if I read that over like Gymnopedia or something like that.
If you've already commented, can you go on to a different account and then comment again on that one?
Make a new account, yeah, and then share the video between those two accounts as well.
Okay.
This is totally off subject, and then I promise we'll end it. But do you know I love Sundays? The boys here, we hang out for like 6 hours plus on Sundays.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Happy to be included.
That's a lot of
6 hours. Yes.
We might want to switch it to Saturday because the saying Saturday for the boys, but Sunday's for the boys now.
Sunday 6 hours hanging out with the boys. It's great. Okay. Anyway, we're done.
Trauma from Saturday. Saturday is this weird day that I feel really stressed out at because it was like the only day off I had for like 6 years in a row. So I don't know Saturday.
It's too much Sunday for the boys. To spend the time well.
But yeah, dude, the honor being on the hole in your gamer holes. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Hark.
on YouTube and on Twitch.
Yeah,
and then watch the D&D thing. Hark's amazing.
Definitely
check the description. We'll also do a pinned comment for the D&D YouTube. Just so everyone knows. Check that out.
Hark and Kings are putting a lot of work into it. I mean, we're just showing
Everybody's
up.
putting work.
We're putting a lot of hard work into it. I think you guys are going to like it.
One doesn't work without the other, so everyone is doing their thing.
All right.
Check it out.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
What's up, gamers? Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. We put a lot of work into these. If you liked it, consider becoming a member just by clicking the join button down below this video. Becoming a member will get you access to exclusive members-only benefits like a monthly live stream, as well as an extra hour-long episode every week on top of the main episode. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate you. And as always, we will see you next week.